built this product card. I built this product card, and I mentioned how there's things about it that I don't like, things I want to change. So here's where we're going to go and change these product cards by editing the original. So I'm going to click this edit the original, and the first thing I want to do is I want to take this right here. Oh, I'll take this. I want to drag it directly under here. I actually want it to be narrower, but it's fine. It's going to stretch to the size of the container. Let me do this. Let me change content width. I want it to be 500 pixels. Nope. I want it to be 350 pixels. Nope. That's still too wide. 250? That's a little closer. Let's go for 180. Let's go for 200. All right, 200 pixels wide. So we've got this 200 pixels wide. Here's the thing. Remember the last one I had that spacing, the margin between things a lot tighter. So I'm going to tighten that up. I'm also going to take this and I'm going to tighten these up. It's currently set to auto and border. I'm not going to put any border in there. And now it's a lot tighter in place. However, here's the next thing. I'm thinking it's missing something. So what is it missing? I'm going to add a button. And I'm going to say button, find a button, and I'm going to put a button right here. Okay? I want this button to be about 50% the width. I want the text to be much smaller. You know what? Let's just go in and make it 100% width and say buy now. All right. So I've got this right here. I've got my button. I want to edit other things about this. So first thing, let's start with border radius. Aha, let's make this an 8 pixel radius border. I don't want any real border. Font size, I want it to be medium, small. And then let's go back over here and let's change this to 50%, 75%. Let's go back over here and check this. Yep, small. And let's change the color to, let's make it an outline button. Outline button, that means we need a border, a 1 pixel border. And we could even say, nope, let's do a fill. And let's change the fill background color to let's change it to something more like this color blue. Make it a little brighter. There we go. We've got our buy now. And let's take this and let's actually make it align to center, but I want this button. Yeah, let's keep it like that. Button, and I can, by the way, you'll notice that this, you can actually take it and justify it right. So maybe I'll do that. Let's see here, advanced settings. I could put, let's go over here and see if I can change out some other settings. I'd love to actually make it less tall, but that's fine. All right, so I've got my buy it now. I'm going to put it back left justified. So now I've got a buy it now button. I've got all this. Anyway, I'm done now with this pattern. If there's something else you would want to add, let's see here. Let's see if there's a label. And alert. Well, there's other things you could go in and add, and I'm gonna let you figure out what you might want to add to this next. Like you might want to have social sharing icons. That's a good one. Let's check share. For some reason, it does not like my, I put the share button, and we're going to share to, sure, let's add it to, say we could share it to Facebook. And then we could add yet another. I want to add it to Twitter or X. And we'll add one more. We'll add Instagram. Get that add button to show back up. And remember, we got to tighten this space up just a touch. Get that, and then do Insta. Oh, Instagram's not one of them. You know what, we'll say we could email it. There we go. I'm going to delete Facebook just because it's, to me, it's a bit long and clunky. That is, if I can get it to select. There we go. Can mail it. We can do all that sort of stuff. So last thing I want to do is grab this block. Not that. I want to grab this entire block right here, and I want to change the top and bottom padding of it. So we take that padding out. We've got a little extra padding. Let's click off over here above this buy now. I think the last thing I want to do is to, with this button, let's add some. Let's add some bottom padding. So we'll say 10, 0. No, wait, I want 0. And let's try here, 8. And then we'll do this as 8. And now we've got a smaller button. And then I'm going to add a spacer. I'll put just a touch of space right here at the bottom of this one right here. Let me see if I can get this in where I exactly want it. And I'm going to make this a 10 pixel, and then I'm going to take it and then drop it beneath that. So now I hit save. Okay, so now that I've saved this pattern, I'm going to go back into my pages, go back to block test. When we go in there, we should now see all of these have this share button, have a little extra space at the bottom, which I don't like, but it's there. It shows that you can edit it. And these buy now buttons are in place. Again, if you wanted to come in and you wanted to edit that original, you wanted to take this button and make it centered, and take this spacer out and hit delete and hit save again. Going back to pages to block tests, you will see that now your block is even better looking. So this is going to be your assignment. Build a block. Build something that shows that you're taking things and assembling them. In the next video, we're going to grab an existing block and edit it. All right? So I'll see you in the next video.